Welcome to this lesson about converting our last module project, which is to do REST app, to blueprint. So now I'm here in the folder which we created in the last lesson, and I will open it using the Atom editor. Now all the project is shown in the Atom. We have the model, service, and all the other Python file here. So here in this service we will create our main service, which is to do rest.py. Okay, now here I will bring all the code from the to-do REST app from the previous module, and I will start moving it piece by piece to make it work with the blueprint. So I will get the code from our last module project, and I will paste it in this file. Now this is all the code which we make it clear, and we tested in the previous module. Now we will start moving it piece by piece to match the blueprint best practice and folder structure we have here. So now in order to using a blueprint, we need to import it from the Flask project. So we just need to add blueprint from Flask. So from Flask, import the blueprint in addition to the previous package which we imported already. So now we need to create this blueprint object. So now I will create variable called blueprint, which is equal to blueprint. Blueprint constructor here or initializer need at least three variable will be enough. So the first one, which is the name of the blueprint, which is to do, and the other one which is where we need to run it, which is from the same folder, which is the name, the modifier name, and the last thing it's the base URL for this blueprint, which is in this case we need it to be to do. Now instead of using the app route decorator, we will use the blueprint app route decorator. So all the app here need to be changed to blueprint route decorator. So we have the app now, because we have the base actually it's not base URL, it's URL prefix. Because we have the URL prefix as to do, so we don't need it here anymore, so we can remove it. So this will be to do and then /list from here, so this will be appended to any route we have. So I will move this to blueprint, and this it will be just /, because as we do for the previous endpoint, we remove the to do, but this was to do, so now it's from the URL prefix over here, so there is no need to keep it in this endpoint. So we do the same for this route to print, and we will remove to do from here. Again, we need to do the same for this 1, 2, and we need to remove the to do prefix from here for the bot endpoint. Now we need to update the delete, which is blueprint, and we need to remove the URL prefix. Now our service endpoint URI is ready. So now we need to create the Moodle for this class and add this class to it. So in the Moodle folder, we will go and let's save this before we do any other thing. So in the Moodle folder, we will create a new Python app file called item.py. In it, we will copy all of these code here, actually with the app in bar too, and save this. We will move it to the item.py file, save item.py. Now in the init, we need to expose this item class and the to-do list, so we will be able to import it in the service here from the Moodle package. So in the init, you just say from dot item, which is refer to this item.py here, import item class and to do list object. So now here we just need to import it. So we say from now Moodle, from Moodle import all, or you can specify things like item and to do list. So now the service almost ready. We just need to tweak it a little bit. So we need the to create our app, this Flask app, in the init, in the service initializer over here. So it will be, this service will become a module or package, and it will be ready to use in the run.py. So now in the initializer, module initializer, which is init.py here, we need to say from flask import flask, capital letter, and we need to get this code here. Just cut it and then paste it here. So now we need to register our blueprint, which is defined here in the init.py, so it will be ready to use in the run.py. So here from service dot to do list, import blueprint, and now app dot register blueprint and the name of the blueprint, which is blueprint. Now our Flask app is ready and it contains our blueprint. So now we need to create the run file so we will be able to run our to-do REST blueprint project using this file. So in this run file we say from service import app, which is what we need here, the app which is contain our blueprint, and the blueprint is containing our endpoint. So now we can easily just cut this line from this file and add it to this file over here, and here we can specify like other things like the server, for example, server to connect for like accept connection from any IP in this machine. So that's all what we need to do for converting the blueprint, the to-do REST app to blueprint Flask blueprint project. So let's go ahead and try to run this. Hopefully it will work. So to run it, again we need to create virtual environment. So I will create virtual environment based on my Python, which is in user local seller Python 3 and then 3.6.3 and then pen and then Python 3.6 and I will name it venv. Now the virtual environment is run, so we need to pip install Flask to this new virtual environment. It's already there, that's what it say. So I need to activate it, sorry. So I will need to activate that. Virtual environment by run this command, which is source venv activate and then pip install Flask, and we got it installed correctly. So we need to freeze it to requirements.txt so we can use it in when we deploy it to another machine. So now here we just need to say Python run.py and we got unexpected keyword server, so it seemed to me it doesn't know this server, so I'll remove it and try to run it again. Perfect. So as it's before, it's run on port 8181 and it's ready for testing. So let's give it a shot and test it using Postman. So first of all, we need to test the list. If it's return everything, local host 8080 and 81 and then 2 do, and then after that list, and perfect, it's work and it's return our item again, our to-do item, which is the initial item which we defined here in the to-do list. So let's test let's add a new to-do item. I'll copy one of those and I will post it to the JSON. I will make it a start learning, for example, let's say machine deep AI, let's say AI, and the ID will be like for learn AI, and I'll send it, and again it's success. So let's test the bot while we're here. So start learning, let's make it start learning machine learning, and just keep it like that, and this is updated successful. Let's return the item number 4 and see, make sure that it's updated too. So we will go ahead and do local host 8181 and then to do, and then item number 4 local host actually. So, and it's updated too, so that's great. So let's delete this item and see if it's worked. Item removed successfully, and that's proof that the delete is worked. So let's delete it again and see. If you remember, we must get 404 because this is already deleted. So, and that's for sure what you got. Item not exist, and status code is 404. So by doing so, we successfully converting our to-do REST app to Blueprint project. So basically how it's work. So let's go ahead and see how this all of these folder is working together and give us this REST API, fully REST API. So as you see in run.py, we imported app from the service package. So the service package is this folder, and it's when you do from service import app, it's look to it's init.py file. So in the init.py file, we create the app and then register our blueprint, which is defined here in that app. So this blueprint here contain all of our endpoint, which is to do ID by ID, get delete item by ID with the delete with method of delete. It's get registered, for example, in this blueprint, and here we create the app from this blueprint. So all the blueprint with its endpoint now is registered in this app, so it will be ready when this app is run on board 8181. So let's see how this imported in the service. So as you see, this is a package, normal Python package. So we define a class and then we expose it to the as expose its content to the other module as a package. So we from this, when we do that, all the item will become ready to use in the other modules like here. So that's all about the blueprint, and I wish this give you a great idea about how to use a blueprint to create REST API, which will be used for all of our incoming module. By the end of this module, I wish you can repeat this work using blueprint and be ready for the next module, which we will add the MongoDB to store our to-do item permanently in the Mongo database, NoSQL database. So I will see you in the next module, and have a great time.